Hello everybody, this is Zaxter99. I just want to go ahead and put out a message right now. If I'm ever on Steam and I send you as a developer for a game a link to this video, please listen carefully to my words. I am sick and tired of you lazy, pathetic, scam artist game developers trying to rip off hardworking players like me and everybody else that likes to play indie games. Now, I love indie game developers. I absolutely love a lot of indie games. And there is indie developers that have a passion for putting out content that they put their heart and their soul into to make a good, enjoyable, fun game. And then there are developers out there who have no heart, no soul, and only the goal of ripping game players off, people out of their hard-working money for promises that they never intend to implement into their piece of crap games. Now, the worst kind of developers that do this are the developers like the developers behind Solar System Conflict. These guys didn't like my honest review, my bad-mouthing, and my 3% score. I gave this game a 3%, yes, out of 100. And I expressed all the reasons that this game sucks. And what did they do? Filed a copyright claim against me. Of course, I've countered this copyright claim. You can see how they filed a copyright strike. I want people to know that this is not how you handle being a game developer and how you handle criticism and my time and my effort of making a video and uploading it to YouTube. I have no bias against the developers or this game before I bought it. It simply sucks. And I showed people why it sucks. If you care about making a good game, fix your game. Don't try to cover up the truth. Now, I've had other games on Steam that I've given really low scores to, and the developers have actually shown that they have a true heart for making the game better. So I want to show you guys a couple of examples of this. First of all, I want to show two of the developers and two of the games that have filed copyright strikes against me simply for saying that their game sucks. Okay? I have countered both of these claims, of course, under the fair use rule, reviews of their games. My attempt to warn buyers not to buy and waste their money on crappy games. So let's go ahead and take a look at, first of all, let's go ahead and take a look at the last one, okay? And Solar System, this is the one I bought. This is a supposedly sandbox survival crafting game, much like Rust, except you can go out in space and explore planets or whatever. But going after the games like Rust and 7 Days to Die and the success of games like H1Z1. But when you play the game, you see right off the bat that this is nothing more than an attempt to rip you off as a game player and make money off the success of other similar games. The game is absolute garbage, complete crap. You can tell and see playing the game that there was no heart or soul put into the game. So, what did they do? They filed a copyright strike against me. Now, first thing they did before they filed the copyright strike is when I put up a review for the game, here was my review. I had the link to my YouTube video now, which doesn't work because they filed a claim against it on YouTube to get the video removed. Now, when I file a counter against that, what happens is they get all my information. They get my name, they get my address, they get my phone number, they get all my information, and they can actually sue me. By countering their copyright claim, the developers can file a lawsuit against me to try to sue me for damages with that video. Okay? But they stand to lose a lot if I can prove that this video was in fair use and I simply reviewed the game. They could lose a lot of money by suing me. I challenge them to sue me, actually, because I claim the video is under fair use. Alright? So, if they don't sue me within a couple of weeks, what happens is the video goes back up on YouTube. they lose, basically. So, the review, first thing they did, though, before they even filed a copyright strike against my video on YouTube, is they didn't like my review on Steam for their game, where I tell exactly why the game sucks, and that I show that I gave the game a 3% out of 100. Now, let's be fair here. I review a lot of Steam games, and the reason I do this is because I review the newer, lesser known games to see which indie games are good, and see which indie games people don't know a lot about are bad. And I split those up. Less than 15% of all the reviews I've done for Steam games, I give 2 thumbs down to. I can usually see enough positive in a game to give it a thumbs up, or enough value in a game to give it a thumbs up. Okay? So, this is not, as a developer, how you take criticism about your game, no matter how harsh the criticism is, no matter how bad I cuss your game. This is not how you professionally handle criticism for your game. What they first thing they did was they filed a complaint against Steam for my review to try to get my review thrown out. They said that my review did not meet community posting standards per Steam guidelines. And of course, a moderator for Steam reviewed my review and dismissed their complaint. My review still is here. And in fact, I want to go ahead and show you guys. I reviewed my review to make it even better, make people know exactly what the developers have done. First, that they've actually reported this negative review for not meeting the community standards, which got declined by a forum moderator. And then I mentioned the fact that they filed a ridiculous copyright claim and let people know that the video should be working again in 2 weeks once the video goes back up on YouTube, as I predict. Okay, but I did say the above actions taken against my negative review, I believe, show the shady nature of the developers and how they are trying to hide the truth about their game and cover up any negativity about their game because they want to rip you off. And this is exactly what a shady game developer does. So, shame on you, the game developer Unix Evo. Shame on you for trying to rip people off and trying to cover up any negativity. You said in one of your responses here on my review, if we look at the developer himself, Unix Evo, says here, I never said anything about buying positive reviews, 7 positive. Do you really believe that? I never said that they probably bought positive reviews. I simply trashed people. I got on to people for why would they give this game a positive review, because it was such crap. And people have given this game positive reviews saying they can see the potential. Right? But with the shady nature now of the developer being full known to me, I would not doubt that they gave people a free copy of their game in exchange for a positive review. So let's go ahead and take a look at, first of all, I want to show you the other piece of crap game that is nothing but a ripoff. Journey of the King. This was back in January, a few months ago. I also gave this game, I believe, a 5% score and made a video about it, which the developer filed a copyright claim. They pretty much did the same thing against me. And as you can see, my review still here remains, and the same thing in my review. My review, because of this kind of stuff, moves to the top of the list. This is the review people are going to see first. And the same thing for the last game that I just showed. Because of this stuff, my review typically moves to the top of the list when this stuff happens. So you will get exposed for your actions, developers, just like the developer here did. He is getting exposed. My review on Steam is the first one people are going to see. And I explained again, he filed a copyright claim against me for the video. I explained all that, give her, all the reasons why the game sucks, and there you go. So, this is not how you handle getting criticism for your game. Instead, let's go ahead and take a look at, one of the games. There's been a lot of games that I've given, not a lot, but there's been several games which I've given very harsh critical reviews to, okay? And one of those recently was called Artisans. And you'll see here that I got a review here. Let's take a look at this review. And this developer actually handled it well. So here we go. I made a video. They didn't file a copyright claim on me, even though the video didn't expose their game in the best of light. And I said, The creative part of the game, the idea was awesome, but I explained all the reasons the game sucks. And the developer actually responds and says, "Thanks so much for the thoughtful and honest review. We agree we have to focus on improving the feel of our combat. What we have is too special to be ruined by something that I truly believe we can fix. My personal goal is to turn your thumbs down into a thumbs up." Okay? So he explains all the reasons he agrees with me about what sucks about it, how they're going to try to improve the game, and how he personally wants to change my negative review into a positive review. That is how you handle getting criticism from me or anybody else as a developer. Try to fix the problem. Try to turn my negative review into a positive review. That's how you do it right. That's how you earn respect. Not try to file copyright claims against the videos made against your game, trying to hide it, trying to make sure that people don't see the review so that they purchase your piece of crap with no intentions to make it better. So if you've got a link, like I said, if I gave you as a developer a link to this video, hopefully this video helps you out and helps you understand how to earn respect from not just me, but from anybody that's going to see what I expose about you in the review on Steam. I want to say my mission and my goal as a YouTuber remains to protect my viewers from wasting their money on garbage. There is too many good games out there in the indie development game industry, too many really good games out there to be wasting our hard-earned money on this garbage and these attempts to try to suck and weasel people's money out of their pockets when they have no heart, no soul in the game, and no intentions of making a good game. They just want your money. And again, my goal is going to stay firm on protecting my viewers from buying these scams and these ripoffs. Please let me know what you think about this in your comments down below. Be sure you rate my video. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Zaxter99. I only have 15 minutes now because of the last copyright claim that I can use for videos. Thanks to these shady-ass developers that continue to try to hide their criticism for their games. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. This has been Zaxter99. We'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.